Hello, everyone. Brandon Carey here, and once more we are back with Sly Cooper and the gang in Band of Thieves, a game that I am playing with legal PS2 hardware. Do not sue me. Keep forgetting to flash that at the stream so people know we're playing legitimately. We're not. This is a copy that I own. This is a copy of a game that I own with my own that my parents bought me as a child. And when we last left off, the gang was at an all-time low since Jean Bison found our hideout, took all of our Clockwerk parts, and sold them off to Arpeggio. So Arpeggio now has the entire set of Clockwerk parts. It's that thing where the protagonist gathers the things to stop the villain from getting it, and the villain just goes, hey, you have all the things, let's take them from you. That's basically what happened. And now it's up to us to put a stop to whatever Arpeggio is planning to do with those horrific machine parts. Anatomy for Disaster. Episode 8, the grand finale of Sly 2 Band of Thieves.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Klaww Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the Clockwerk parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together, and when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
We're not going to let that happen. It will certainly not happen. Certainly not. You will not be dealing with Clockwerk again. That would be horrific if that was the case. But thankfully, the writers know that Sly Cooper's no match for Clockwerk, so they don't force us to fight him. I got some shiny. No, I didn't get any new shinies. Let's see if anything worth. The Feral Pounce may actually be worth getting a bit more money to buy. But we should probably be able to arrange for that. I like that we're using the battery as our hideout. Oh, hi there. Asshole. Well, that was an interesting start to the level. We got some new location. Means it's time for some recon. Oh, you have a shiny. Oh, you're fucking dead. You're fucking dead as soon as I get your shiny off of you. Medium nugget. See, you have a shiny on you too. You also have a shiny. There you go. That's shinies. Now, where is the mission? mission? The mission is... Okay, we got a while to go. We got a bit of a hike to take for this mission. No, not that big a hike. It's right here. These hubs are actually never that large. Now that I'm actually looking at it. Let's use the rails. We will never fall off the rail if we're walking on it. And get rid of you. Bye-bye. I see you, Mr. Shiny Man. I see you in your Mr. Coin Purse. There you go. That's beautiful. I want to take your things. I want to take them. I want to take your things. They're my things now. I want them. That is going to be useful at some point during the mission, but we don't know what that is going to be yet. That terminal there is almost certainly a mission objective of some kind, knowing this game.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling Clockwerk, that's where...
Bye, Hat!
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build a plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving Clockwerk.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
He sure does. Now I got a paraglider. And that looks like a way in. You're right, Jeremy, and they would never put the parts together. It would be absurd to think that after all this time you would end up having to face Clockwerk a second time. That would be ridiculous. It would be absurd. Absurdity to the highest degree. They would never do that.
I had no idea they could reassemble Clockwerk so fast!
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwerk's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
Good point. Let's wait for it to come back.
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the Clockwerk parts together.
Alright. Well, I see Neela over there, too. I wonder what she's doing here with all the Clockwerk parts. Alright, let's do sneaky, let's do stealth. Let's do stealth.
Clockwerk appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
And what is this mech egg? Probably best to actually get onto Clockwerk to get that photograph. Really? I have to get closer? Alright, there we go.
I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio.
Uh-oh, here comes a birdie. You know, we're probably gonna have to pickpocket these things anyway. Let's see if we can do it now. Oh, I can't. Literally can't do it right now. Wow. I actually thought of that. I'm surprised. No, they actually should just let you pickpocket them early, I think, actually. Now that I'm saying that out loud, just... because they're shiny. They look shiny.
Neela's here too!
She certainly is. Hi, Arpeggio.
There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems.
The one who made the plan to bring Clockwerk back.
I can't believe it! She must have been working with Arpeggio all along!
She must have been, Bentley.
I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwerk, and it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwerk from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwerk apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Alright, seems simple enough. Let's get pickpocketing. This should be a mission failure. Yeah, there... What? Killed? Huh? I'm surprised we didn't get a failure just for, you know... Alright. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Got a key. And thankfully, with our new attack, we can get rid of the guards silently, which will save us some grief in the future. And this will make this an easy theft. I'm actually impressed they didn't make that a game over. Because I would expect, given what they've done in other missions, to make that just a straight up game over if you get caught. But thankfully,
Now get to the speed control station to slow down those spinning inducers.
thankfully they didn't do that, because that would have been a little cruel. Now let's try to get this Clockwerk taken care of so that we can actually take care of Arpeggio, and the problem will not be a problem.
Inducer decks are spinning slower. Get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
Okay, I see how this is supposed to get done. We need to get on Clockwerk first, I think. Let's climb up to the top. I see why he's on the top of the rotation. I think we can glide onto that platform. Oh no! Don't do that! Okay. Let's try that again in a way that's less dumb. Alright, that's working. This is actually a strategy. This will work. The top of the jump. That's 2. We got 2 more. 2 more, baby. We gotta actually go this way because this is going in reverse. In the other direction. Yeah, they're spinning this direction, which means you want to go from this line. Too soon? Oh no, we're good. We're good. Oh, that was too soon for a second there. So 1 more. And Clockwerk will be history. We can go home. We won't have a whole stream to do. That'd be great. Gonna get some clue ball or something. Remaining 2 hours. Oh.
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But by Jove, it seems to have locked the Clockwerk parts into place. Excellent.
Neela's not looking too good. There's some PS2 era like emulation problems going on. I mean,
Sly Cooper. Of course, this would be your doing.
why expose yourself, Sly?
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuit and be born anew.
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality. Immortality is what I seek. The other Klaww Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the Clockwerk parts to drive their various trivial schemes.
Oh
Not
no.
me. No, I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Klaww Gang members. All the while
Perceptive.
not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwerk alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
There you go.
Splendid. That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to
This is
command
devious.
people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to
There you
consume
go.
the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwerk his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Uh-oh.
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper Gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is preposterous. You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwerk frame or...
Bye. God damn, that's a death.
Behold, Clockwerk is born.
Klaww is a bad name. A bad name indeed.
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwerk frame, and the Union has produced Klaww. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Klaww. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack.
You can fight her off.
Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through.
Notice that there's very obvious blue weak points on her frame. That will probably not be important, I'm sure. Let me see if we can sell enough for that feral pounce I want. It's not quite. We're getting there, though. Let's actually do Murray since he's right here. But this is a really interesting, like, whole... The way that they lace every single Klaww Gang member into this final scheme is actually really cool. Because for the first game, the Fiendish Five didn't feel like a gang. They felt like disparate individuals who came together to murder a man. And then once they murdered that man, they went back on their separate ways. This whole thing with the Klaww Gang makes them feel like a united front, even if Arpeggio was manipulating all from the very beginning. And it felt like, at the time, that they were separate people doing separate things. Rajan made the spice, which Dimitri used in his food at the nightclub, which the Contessa uses to do her hypnosis. So all three of those are linked by the spice. Then we have Jean Bison, who is using the light, who was responsible for draining the Northern Lights for Arpeggio, who is the grand mastermind of the entire scheme, even if the other club members were unaware of his machinations. All of them come together, as does Neela. A common criticism I've heard levy of this, and I do understand where it comes from, is that Neela's function, or her betrayal, people have called it, or they said it comes out of nowhere. And I don't agree, or at least I don't agree in full. Because her character is kind of set up from the start. Like, once you get past episode 3 when she betrays the Cooper Gang to do her thing on the and capture them, it's kind of obvious that she is kind of the person who will backstab people for, like, she becomes that archetype. The femme fatale, the backstabber. What they don't do a good job of...
It looks like I'm gonna need some help getting into that engine room.
Happy to help.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations. located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat, Sly.
What they don't do a good job of is kind of foreshadowing any motivation whatsoever to do the backstabbing and betray Arpeggio. That's really where it kind of falls apart. It's not in the like the concept, because obviously like she was going to be the femme fatale. That didn't come from nowhere. That was foreseeable. That was predictable. The aspect that where they went wrong was in not giving her enough of a reason to actually go, like, to do it. Her motivations more or less don't exist. And that's kind of necessary for that this kind of story beat, is you need to know why someone is doing the betrayal, even if it's not because of the actual, like, if Arpeggio slighted her, that would have been nice to know. If she had a reason to want immortality, that would have been nice to know. Because frankly, Arpeggio doesn't really have a reason either. He's kind of like a device to get us to Neela at the end of the day, even though he is the mastermind behind the whole thing. But he himself doesn't really have a character. He exists to have a couple of conversations with Jean Bison and Neela, and then die. So they don't really do a good job setting up either, but they kind of needed to. I think that is the weakness of this section. It's just a failure to establish motivation. They even do that with Clockwerk himself. He has a motivation for doing what he does. He has his centuries-old hatred of the Cloopers. And it's not. I mean, it's not a great motivation, but it is a motivation. Like we're not. I'm not expecting Shakespeare. I'm expecting just a something to latch onto, even if it's like a small trivial thing. And that would have gone a long way towards maybe making this feel a little less like it came out of nowhere, even though it was pretty adequately foreshadowed from the start. Or from at least from episode 3 and onward. Where? Okay, maybe this table will move? That works. Our third alarm, we got 2 more. Pretty simple stuff, all things considered. Although we're gonna probably get some more people once this alarm goes off. One more alarm after this, and we should be all set to get Sly into that blimp. Let's see if we can get some help from these crates. I'd like a bit of help, please, game. Oh, that's the last one, eh? Oh, that works. I wonder. here. No, we cannot. We are going to need... Well, thankfully this will spawn some bodies. Few explosive barrels here to work with.
Looks like the power locks are offline. Come on back and pry it open for me.
Let's do it, Sly. Need to get up there, so we need to take a detour. Jump up. Where is this? It's right, it's over here. It's over here. So let's open this generator door. Open this gen. We're playing DBD, baby! Do with a little bit of mashing.
Your turn, buddy.
Maybe Neela's character arc is in here.
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this room. Then jump up to the second level to get at the engine room control center.
Oh, we're at full health now because we're playing a Sly. Almost there. Gotcha. Now let's get upwards.
Alright, the control center is opposite your position in the room. With some well-timed spire jumping, you should be able to get access.
And this is pretty easy. Just gotta make sure you're constantly on the move, and you should be alright. Alright, almost there. And the vault's already here, but we don't have the clues.
That's lights out for this engine.
And we are good on this front. We can just stroll on out of here. And we can do Sly's job while we're playing as him. This should be Sly and Bentley, I presume, because yeah, Sly Bentley conspire. Oh, fuck off! How'd that miss? There's a shiny. That's what I was looking for. I knew someone here had to have one. That should give me enough to afford... or almost enough to afford that feral pounce that I want from the markets. The market board. This clue bottle.
To disable that engine room, you and I are going to have to work together.
Happy to have you along, Bentley. What do you need me to do?
Pickpocket the guard's keys to the engine room. Once you've got the door open, I'll take over.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long to lighten these guys of their keys.
Alright, there's 5 keys. Not a very complicated procedure. We're already master pickpockets at this point. Getting some extra pocket change is not going to hurt. Oh, that works. Sly... No, Sly can't platform his way up through that. He needs to do something else. That ladder will work. I keep forgetting I have to be careful around those eggs. Because they hatch. And cause baddies to come out. Someone... Yeah, you're up here. You're more up there. I still have to go higher, but... Oh my god. Alright, I see you, Keyman. Oh, you're nice and still. That's convenient. It's nice and convenient. Three more, and we'll open that door. You also are not moving. Alright, now... Yeah, we have Tom.
Hey! 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 Peanuts!
Fuck off! Oh, I got your key. Bye. Bye-bye, fool. Alright, if you want it, I'll give it to you. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you. Two more. Do not turn around, do not turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around. Perfect. Keep marching forward, buddy. Keep marching forward. Do not get in the way of any guards. There you go. One more, and we are good. I actually like this section, for the way it forces, like, the concept of having, like, 3 team-ups each with 2 people really does show you how the team needs the full team. It's not just one person. It's not just Sly. It's the entire band of thieves. That's important. This is a really good mechanical expression of that, since you need the team-ups to even to open these engine rooms.
Okay, Sly, I'm waiting by the engine room door.
Without all three of them, this does not work. And they express that mechanically through these little jobs here. It's a really nice touch. Alright, now should be tilted. Oh no, not enough. Not enough. There we go. There we go. Let's open this lock.
Okay, Bentley, you're on.
And we can go in as Bentley.
Hey, Bentley, I'm looking at these, blueprints, and I think you've got to shoot out all the bulbs with your dart gun to get up to the second level. Here's the hard part. Once you shoot a bulb, you'll need to then take out the bulb the electricity is going to. If you miss and break the wrong bulb, there'll be a big power surge and kablam!
Pretty simple, honestly. Even I can aim at this, apparently, and I'm pretty bad at aiming. Judging by past experience. Do not hit another bulb. There we go. There we go. Making progress. And unless this is one of those weird challenges where the fewer bulbs there are, the easier this gets, because there's less overlap. Because the challenge is always making sure there's no overlap when you're shooting these. But if you have fewer bulbs in play, that overlap window starts to deteriorate. And once you're at the last one,
Okay, pal.
it's done.
You're all set to bounce up to the next level.
Little test of your accuracy with Bentley if you've been using him throughout the game, which we really, honestly, we haven't been using it.
It looks like you need to bomb those power nodes to get into the control room. Once that door is open, you'll be able to shut this engine down for good.
This is far easier by comparison. Just test to see if you know how to use Bentley's tools, I guess.
Take it all the way, buddy. Put the override switch and this engine is toast.
Done.
That's one less engine for that creepy Clockwerk thing to draw power from.
And now it's time for Bentley and Murray to team up. That'll be exciting. Brains and brawn together again. The fighter and the mage. Because, if you haven't noticed already, Sly, Bentley, and Murray kind of follow the fighter, thief, mage archetypes. Almost to a T. Like, if you were doing a modern version of a fantasy game, the mage would be your demo man. And your cleric would be a medic. Like, that's almost to a T what would happen. And again, I want to emphasize that's not bad. That's just archetypes. Archetypes are not bad. They're just things. Okay, we're gonna need to actually walk over there. Doesn't matter if I'm caught, because that will go down when I start the job.
That's one of the engines that needs to be disabled. I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going to be a tough job that requires both our skills.
My skills? Okay, Bentley, if you say so.
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room.
There we go!
You'll need to head inside.
Told you those computers would be important.
To finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
That's a long range, dude. Alright, now let's get hacking. Like if you get cracking, but you're hacking instead of cracking, you know? It's kind of like that. Nope, that's wrong. There we go, that's right. I didn't... You know, I actually never... Is this a new one? Does the hacking gun always reflect off walls? Or is that a new upgrade that Bentley installed in his rig? I feel like this is new. I feel like I would have noticed if we had these reflecting projectiles earlier. Okay, it is new. That's okay. I'm not crazy. It was like I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if these were always like this. Yeah, that's right. I forgot they added this at this section of the game. This little wrinkle into the hacking minigame. Where's the third terminal? I don't see the third terminal. That's so weird. Well, we're gonna deal with you. Oh, I remember, I think. Yeah, it was in that little alcove. No, the one with the alcove is the one we're heading to right now. Yeah, this little alcove we've already been to. So let's hack this guy. Alrighty. There we go. It's 1. We are familiar with this challenge. We've done it a million times. Nothing new here. We've all old hats. But still as fun as it always was. Thankfully, the upgraded turret seems to do a lot of damage to the barrier here. There we go. There's the last terminal. Oh, shit. We can fight these guys off. We can't fight these guys off. Waddle, 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 waddle. Oh, boy. There's the checkpoint, thankfully, for the second hack. So we didn't actually lose much progress. Okay. That's uncomfortably close. That's a little uncomfortably close. Alright. Calm down, so now we can take a walk. Waddle, 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 waddle. Waddle, 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 waddle. Oh no! It's my own fault. It's my own fault that we have to do this again. Thankfully it's right there, so shouldn't be a huge, complex platforming challenge. Last hack. Well, this looks like an interesting little maze. Oh, they respawn, don't they? Yeah, okay. That was almost a failure, because we got stun locked for a second there. That's never fun to get stun locked. This should be easy since Murray's stuff tend to be pretty easy.
Looks like you'll need to lift all those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out from the top level. Heads up, pal. You've got company.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, not much they can test me with here, it looks like. Boom. Yeah, just a couple of minor guards, not a big deal. This is gonna be pretty easy. Nice try, fool. Gotcha. Wonder. Wow. Wow, you are incompetent. You are really bad at these guards. Fucking wow. Wow. Fucking locked by the...
Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunderflop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off.
That's how you do it. Wow, that was like no damage. Boom. Boom. Oh, this is cathartic. Oh, this feels good.
Perfect. Now, head into the control booth and pull the plug on this thing.
This feels good.
Another engine bites the dust.
Alright, now there's one more engine. I wonder who starts that mission. Probably Sly, since, like, this is his game. Let's see. Yeah, it's Sly. Should have known. Yeah. Get into fights. No big deal. Not even gonna worry about getting caught. Should be able to afford that feral pounce finally. To have loot to sell. First, gotta go back to Sly though and bring him on board. Alright, kick the thief net. That's exactly enough. That's what I want. Feral pounce. Oh. There you go. Yeah, this is gonna be a useful upgrade. It's free, too. You can double jump with it. Free to use. Oh, we're on the lower levels for this job. Okay. This works just fine then. Charge TNT run. Oh, right.
This engine room is locked down tight. Since we can't get in, I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Bentley, because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Walk one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
Simple enough. Simple enough. Thankfully, the barrel is also a disguise. That was close. Getting close to the first charger. First charger gets. Okay, I see. Yeah, I see how this works. I see the path. Hopefully we can drop and not blow up a TNT. Perfect. That's what I want to know. Oh, there's the charge. Oh, that's a little dangerous, but we'll go with it. We'll stick with it. We'll do it. This ain't a linear shot. You actually have to think about your route on this one. That's pretty interesting, because you expect this to be a linear, like a linear corridor, but no, you actually have to do quite a bit of routing to get the most efficient routes. Okay, walk past. There we go. Get that third charge up here, and we should be all set for a big boom. Yes, it's bombing time. Finally, a good justification for the erratic paths that people take when exporting explosives.
TNT barrel all charged up. It's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
Oh, it's all the way over there. Bloody hell. Oh, that's cruelty. Oh, that's cruelty. We can do it, though. We can do this. Are you fucking kidding me? Please tell me there's a checkpoint.
With the TNT barrel all charged up, it's time to deliver the payload to that engine.
Oh, thank God. That would have been awful if I had to do the entire run from the beginning. That was almost flawless. This little bastard here. Little bird brain bastard. You fucking asshole! Where's the point? Oh, it's up. There we go.
Last time anyone puts that engine to use.
That's all four. Time for the next phase of this job. Or maybe, or, I don't know if this is the finale or not, actually.
And an unexpected windfall, I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio. She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Klaww becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar.
There we go.
To help her hone in on our position, we'll need to boost the strength of 4 local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox is in range, she'll take one of us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against
It'll be Sly.
Klaww.
It'll be Sly.
This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well, you know the story.
Make a jump job. Oh, this is a fun one. I actually enjoyed this one.
Okay, Sly. We need to send Carmelita a radio pulse so she can home in on the blimp. To do that, I'll need you to get on top of 4 very tall
Okay, so
towers.
it's just Sly from here on out.
Too big to climb and too tall to jump up normally.
What's this all got to do with this thing you've got me wearing?
It's an experimental mega jump pack. By pressing the R2 button, you'll perform a huge jump. So be careful.
All right, sounds like fun.
Okay. I can fuck with this. This will make getting around the blimp a little easier. Gotta get on these 4 towers. We must defeat the 4 lords. And get their lord souls. What?! Get up there. Break. Yeah, there we go. Break the line of sight. Jump. Up. Let's see where we're going. Almost. Get from this point. Be able to... Oh, no. Okay. So where are we jumping from? That's where we're jumping from. Oh no! Are you serious? Oh my god. Wow. Wow, Sly. Unbelievable. There we go. Unfucking believable, Sly Cooper. This is pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it. Where is the up? There's the up. And that's 2. 2 more. I enjoy this mega jump. This is actually this is a really fun gadget. I'm glad they gave it to us in the finale. This is a fun time to have this kind of tool as well. Is at the very end of the game. I'm pretty sure the Carmelita fight, or the fight against Clockwerk, is immediately after this. But I'm not 100% on that. And that will get us enough height to get over here. Get up here. And that's the 4th.
Ah, it looks like Carmelita has picked up on our signal. She's now headed on an intercept course directly for us.
Perfect. And that means it's time for the final battle. Where is the final battle? Right next to the safe house. A little echo to Sly 1, where it's Carmelita and Sly working together to fight Clockwerk. Except this time, it's Klaww. So I really appreciate this little continuity nod, although we don't have the mega jump anymore. Sad face. I like that gadget.
Look, Sly, for once, let's cut the flirty chit-chat and get down to business. I need an experienced tail gunner. Jump in and grab the gun. We've got a bird to take down.
That's not flirty chit-chat?
Alright. Shoot down the missiles and then shoot Klaww.
You're doing it, Cooper!
She takes a lot of damage.
Taking damage! We're getting through!
Yeah, I remember this fight. This fight took me a long time as a kid. Partly because Mila doesn't moves around a lot and she doesn't take a lot of damage. Partly because it's annoying to have to divert from her to shoot her projectiles. So far, so good. Yeah, we are winning. So far, so good.
Mila's not gonna like that! Keep it up!
She doesn't have as much health as I remember her having.
Got to stay focused!
Oh, right, the rings. This is why I hated this mission. At least we only have to shoot the edges, and once we have the edges shut, we can shoot through them without an issue. Oh, I hate this mission.
Don't let up! You're
like a break. What? What the fuck? Oh, yeah. At least this feels more like a fight compared to Clockwerk in Sly 1, where it felt like more of a video gamey boss fight. This feels like someone who's actually trying, although like it's still a video gamey fight. It's still a video game boss fight mechanic. The mechanics and all of that. Just less of one than the original one was. Don't know what causes those. Oh, do you have to interrupt her? Oh, that's a DPS check. Okay, I see.
That should get her attention.
That's the DPS check. I get it now.
Can't take much more of this. Take that, Mila. Nice shooting.
Okay. Come on! She's not dead yet, though. Also, fuck cops. ACAB.
We've got a serious problem here. Clockwerk's looking mighty upset, and I think she's going to take it out on us.
Wow. Time to finish this broad off. Oh, the blimp is destroyed.
I'm coming, guys. Hold on.
We got a paraglider.
My life is literally flashing before my eyes.
Oh,
Literally.
we had instant kill? Really? It's also another echo to oh, bye. It's a little disorienting, I'm not gonna lie. The adjustment to the physics. It's hard to adjust to these to the new physics for this section. It's a little different because of all the wind.
Ouch! Ow! Falling! Falling!
Why didn't Carmelita just like glide us with her helicopter over here? Why are we jumping out? That doesn't make much sense, but you know, I guess this is a fair section. This is a good platforming section, so
I'm not digging this.
guess that's fine. Okay. Do not like how erratic these parts. Oh no! Okay.
The Murray doesn't like being trapped. Free the Murray.
Free the Murray. Please don't use your physics against me. It's the last place, I believe.
If I get out of this, I'll never speed again.
And now we're on to her. Thank God there's a cutscene here.
Piece of me! Don't worry, there's plenty to go around.
You might have a new body, Mila, but you're still the low-down, backstabbing coward we've beaten time and time again. This won't be any different.
Be brave while you can. I might not be able to your hate, but I feel something, some power growing within me.
All right. Almost done. She's down. She is down.
We did it.
Right on.
It's an emotional moment.
Die, insects, die! My hate will smash you.
Watch out. That thing's still kicking.
She's using her own hatred to fuel your mortality.
Clockwerk mentioned something about a hate chip. It sounded like the source of her power.
If we remove it, she might stop attacking.
Then let's do a little open head surgery. I'll pry open that beak so that Bentley can go to town with his bombs.
All right. Let's do this, Murray. And nothing bad will happen.
I hate you, Klaww Gang. I will find you in your sleep and I will destroy you. You will never know a moment's peace for the rest of your shot.
She's becoming just like Clockwerk.
Clockwerk will know revenge. I am revenge. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Clockwerk. I still have my hate shit. You will not defeat me. Never.
All right, let's get it. And nothing bad's gonna happen. The hate chip.
Let's get out of here. She's about to explode. Ah!
Oh no!
This is...
What? Bentley, I'll save you.
Pick me up. I can't walk.
Come on, Sly, let's get out of here.
That's it. She's done. But at what cost?
And there we were, at the end of the road. The Klaww Gang had been defeated, and the Clockwerk parts lay scattered around in heaps. Yet, despite the explosion, they remained pristine. It was as if nothing could ever hurt them. Carmelita cursed herself for showing up too late to get a few shots in on Clockla. So she took it out on what was close at hand, the hate chip. And just like that, it was over. Without that core piece, that essential center of Clockwerk, there was nothing left. The parts aged before our eyes as if time had finally caught up with the ancient bird. How ironic that Carmelita, a police officer, would be the one to lift the curse from the Cooper family. The menace of Clockwerk would never again rise to threaten me or my children. True to her nature, she informed us that we were all under arrest. But one look at my gang told me that we were in no shape for a fast getaway. So I offered to go peacefully in exchange for letting my friends walk. They'd taken some bruises through all of this, but I was surprised, shocked really, to see them leave their gear behind as they walked away. Their wounds were deeper than I'd imagined. Those guys were hurting.
Yeah.
Carmelita's old police unit soon arrived. With me in custody, her name was cleared, and she even got a well-deserved promotion. It was the least I could do. The ride to HQ started with us sitting in silence, trying to read each other's thoughts. As the reality of my capture started to sink in, she began to relax, and we got to talking. We spoke freely about our previous adventures, comparing notes and even getting in a few laughs. Then we started talking about, well, everything. Books, music, art. It was like we were on a first date.
Wow.
She even showed me the bottle she'd been saving for the special occasion of my arrest. My heart sank when she realized that our short flight across town had already taken 2 hours, a fact I kinda clued into after seeing the Eiffel Tower float by 17 times. She went forward to ask the pilot what was up, and it looked like my pals had left me a little going-away present before taking
Oopsie
off.
doobers.
Floating away on the night breeze, I could faintly make out Carmelita's voice.
I'll find you, Cooper!
Wow. That's an ending.
I'll be seeing you soon, Ringtail.
With a new voice actress. And that is Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Honestly, the thing that gets me most about the ending of this game is how dark isn't the word. Not really. Maybe mature is the way to put it. The actual ending is. Because this sets up us like in Sly 3. We'll get to Sly 3 when we get to it. Quite a bit for the Cooper Gang, whose current whereabouts are still unknown. Meanwhile, under a dance instructor on a cruise ship. Good for him. Rajan owned a series of rug outlets across America. Oh, that's amusing. Guess when I become a most successful real estate broker in the greater Milwaukee area. Jean Bison went to work for the EPA. And got frozen again. That's cute. That's a cute little epilogue for those characters. Arpeggio's dead, so don't worry about him. But the wounds from the end of this game don't heal. Or not, they don't heal cleanly. So it's interesting to set that up for when they do the inevitable third game, because the gang is hurting. Like the final battle against Clockwerk does not go. What is this? Oh, I missed the badge. Oh. No, that's definitely, there was definitely a button I missed. Oh, those are the credits. Okay. I can't get out of this now. Okay, so I guess we're doing the credits again while I talk. That's fine. In most platforming games of the this era and the era previously, this was before like the darker, edgier craze, or just around the same time, the darker, edgier platformers started coming out. I guess, yeah, this would be around that time. It was kind of unheard of for like platforming characters to be anything but just joyous, cheery little mascots. And while these characters certainly are like those joyous little mascots, there's a bit more to them than that. Like they actually do go through things. They hurt. They feel pain. And that's like, I mean, that's a little thing. Like it's only at the end where Bentley gets crippled and Murray, like the guilt hurts, like eats away at Murray. But that is something that is kind of realistic. And is something worth shouting out, because that's not something that was pretty common in the genre for the longest time. And again, they will build upon that in the third game, where like Bentley is in a wheelchair because he never recovered the ability to walk. There are scars from this game that will echo into future games. I guess future game, because we don't really talk about Sly 4 these days. Poor Sanzaru. They really... I understand the development process was part of what was responsible there and not necessarily them themselves. That's still a huge cross to bear. A huge cross to bear. I don't think we'll ever get to Sly 4, because I don't want to bring dust my PS3 for that. And I don't really want to play Sly 4, because the 6-axis controls kind of suck. But that is... Interesting that Rajan is the only one that gets 2 portraits in the episode list. Because every other character gets exactly 1. Yes, if this is Klaww, and technically I guess Neela gets 2 as well. It's just kind of strange that Rajan gets 2 when he's really only like he's not really like a big villain in the story. He's a temporary one, not the way that Neela is a persisting villain. Or Contessa does, or like the way that Contessa like knocks us out for an entire chapter. We have to play as Bentley and break the other gang out of jail. It's interesting that Rajan is the only one out of the 5, I guess 6 Klaww Gang members, if you include Neela, to get 2. But that is the game. I guess for the remainder, we can go back to Paris and see if we can get one of the clue bottles. Or one of the clue vaults. If we don't, that's also fine. I'm just going to pass time for the 30 minutes. Just enjoy the theme song that I associate with this entire franchise. See if we can find the remaining 5 clue bottles in this area, because this is the one where we really hunkered down and collected them. Now we have all of our devices. It should be a little easier. Or all our platforming devices, I should say. Here in Paris. Come at me, fools. Yeah, honestly, to this day, when I think of Sly Cooper, this particular rendition of the theme is the one that I think of more than any other. It's this exact version of the Sly Cooper theme song that comes to mind. Oh, there's one up there too. We've got 3 more clues to go. If we can get at least 1 vault in before the stream ends, that would be ideal. So we're not the remaining 2 hours. Or the remaining half an hour. Well, there goes my loot. Oh, fuck off! Where's the smoke bomb? Tom is useless. Smoke bomb save lives! All according to Keikaku. All according to Keikaku. I imagine the Parisian treasures are not worth a whole lot because they're so early in the game. You know, it's still worth getting the monies. Bye. Sell this and see how much it's worth. Oh, that's worth something, I guess. So we've got 3 clue bottles left in this little area to look for. This game took me forever to beat when I was playing it as a kid, because I would focus on getting all the clue bottles at the beginning of each hub, which works in Paris, but as you get through the other hubs, that becomes less a thing you can actually just pull off. Because you need, like, certain things happen in the world to get the clue bottles. And so, like, it took me a long time to reconcile the fact that I just couldn't get all the clue bottles before the case started. Where the heist started. Which really inflated my playtime. Problem solved. I am really screwing up with the use of my powers. All we're really doing right now is listening for the sound of a clanking bottle. Could be literally anywhere. Could be literally anywhere. always better from the rooftops. Let's see if we can find some clanking bottles. We're looking for bottles or listening for them? We're doing... Oh, there's one. Looking for the last bottle. And then we'll get this vault. And we can move on to Rajan's world if we do and start doing some looking there. All right. This is a really good game. I'm happy to have streamed this. I'm looking forward to doing Sly 3. Bye. Bye, fool. Sly 3 it will be an interesting game because I believe, like, if memory serves, clue bottles don't exist at all in Sly 3. That game had an interesting vibe to it because it also felt a little on the rush side. And that did affect the... Like, that does kind of affect the final product because the game does feel like it was rushed. I don't know if it was, but certainly, like, it felt like there was something missing from the third game. Like a level of polish that wasn't there. But it's still a really good game. Despite that. Take care of you and my colleagues go away. This boy is easy to kill. There you are. You should have come back here.
With that last clue, I should be able to crack the code to the vault. Head inside and let's see what they're hiding in that thing.
Memory is that the vault is is actually pretty close by. There was a mission you had to bug Dimitri's office. And I believe that led us in here. And that's where the vault is. No, this is not the right place. Oh, you know what? I think it's on the other side of the building. Where the water tower is. Oh, no! Holding run hurts your finger after a while. Nice try, guardy guard. Yeah, if memory serves, Dimitri's office, where the vault is located, and the vault is located where his office is over here. It's actually where that pedestal is, where the loot. I think we can actually jump this way. Nope. We'll go climb the water tower to jump on top of these here and make our way inside. They're giving us hints since we're on the first level. That's kind of funny. Oh, this is a good way to end with this song. There we go. There's the vault.
It took some higher level math, but I believe the code to Dimitri's vault is 231.
And we get a move.
You've gotten the knockout dive move.
There's the bugged painting. I remember now. Oh, that's cute. Let's dance. Actually, wait. There might be extras I think you get if you get all the clue bottles. Maybe there's something extra that we have here already. Alright, so we can't watch anything here. So let's actually... I'm gonna open up YouTube. Bonus movies. And we will spend the last 15 minutes watching the bonus movies from Sly 2 that you get if you get all the clue bottles. I'm just not signed out, that's fine. Rare stamps of the world. Nice. Smooth operator, Sly. I love that the silhouette is recognizable. So even though he's in shadow, you know who it is. That's how you know a character is well designed. Is when you look at the silhouette and the silhouette tells you who the character is before you actually look at the details. That is a very strong sign of good character design. Oh, that's cute. Oh, they don't label. They don't label them in this. This was before they had time codes. Down a little bit because it's a little loud in my ear holes. The law. I used this the second season. I remember using that image for my Sly Cooper 1 LP. Aw, that's cute. He used the stamp to send the postcard.
Yo, check it out. It's me, Lala, chasing down PS2 Sly Cooper. Sly and his crew are back and they're bringing down...
I have no idea who Lala is, just FYI.
Yo, slow it down. Hey, please, I dig rappers, not raccoons. You guys at home, keep it right here to see who's at number 1.
I have no idea who Lala is, but that's definitely a trailer. I'm sure someone knows who Lala is. I just
Bentley,
don't know or care.
what's the job?
Well, Clockwerk's parts have been stolen, and we are the prime suspects on Inspector Fox's list.
Ah, she's really quite lovely when she's angry.
These are really well animated.
Clear our name.
Oh, sorry.
And the Murrinators got you covered.
I remember this ad when I was a kid on watching Toonami.
Together, but the whole job is blown if we don't have someone at the controls.
So, are you in?
Rated E for everyone.
7-year role play in ours. I remember that tagline. Yeah, this is very nostalgic. 'Cause I remember watching this ad as a kid on Toonami. That was a pretty good ad at the time.
Sly Cooper is cunning, cool. He's... Am I supposed to look in the camera at you?
Tell me about Sly Cooper.
Well, Sly Cooper is a thief, and he's a different type of thief. He's cool, he's tough, but he's got to be lovable at the same time. And he's also a really good-looking guy, and he has a sexy voice. Just...
What did the audio? Oh, the audio here is
I'd say
not.
about a month into development, we came up with a one-sentence description that really has guided the development of the product. And the one sentence was, Sly and the gang work together to pull off a string of big heists.
When I say heist, I mean like classic Hollywood
Yes.
heist film kind of heist, where the last third of the film was all about this big, spectacular, elaborate crime involving many thieves working together to do something huge.
Yes, that. I was talking about that earlier. The Ocean's 11 kind of feel.
Do something a little different than the first Sly. We wanted to broaden some of the gameplay elements, broaden the environments, have more characters in the game. You actually use all the different characters' skills in different ways and different combos, and it really makes for a really fun experience.
Yeah.
There's backstabbing, there's betrayal, there's a jailbreak.
Very classic heist movie.
Different things to different people. For some people, it's being sneaky. For some people, it's being agile. We want Sly the Thief to really encompass all of these things.
It is really fun and really thiefy to be on the top of the roof, scaling across the level, running across wires, looking down at guards looking for you.
I think we all would love to be able to do the things Sly does, just to be able to...
I would, for sure.
Jump from rooftop to rooftop, land like a cat on top of a wire and scamper down it. If I did that, I'd break an ankle.
I know the feeling, my friend.
That we try to keep in mind when we start any drawing of Sly is, number one would be definitely the silhouette, creating a strong silhouette, which is especially important in animation. And number two is motion. He's always kind of forward moving, low to the ground, and try to get a lot of motion, and usually just start off with a couple
always low to the ground. I've not noticed that
sort
before.
of his overall arcing motion. It'll be like his spine and his supporting leg, and off of that, just sort of compose where his details are going to be.
I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Sly is the charismatic leader of the band of thieves. He's got that moxie, he's got that skill under pressure that makes him special.
Sly Cooper is deeply involved with two ladies, Inspector Carmelita Fox and Constable Neela. He's kind of flirty with both of them.
Why don't you and I go out on the town?
And their relationship is actually one of the major narrative threads for the whole game.
We're on for that date in Bollywood. Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Let me at that security computer. Presto.
Again.
Bentley is the brain of the organization, the guy with the gadgets. He's just really fun.
People have said that I resemble the character that I did the voice for, Bentley. And
You do, man.
Yes, I can see that. I mean, I am
Also, Adam from
mostly
Mythbusters?
human, but there's a little part of me that is a turtle.
Any good heist needs someone who's gonna work the bombs, and clearly that's Bentley.
Yeah, need a bomber man.
Now,
I mean,
head back to the safe house with those pictures and let's get a plan together.
Bentley really looks like Bentley, and Murray kind of looks like Murray, and they act like it.
If people say that Bentley's the brains, Murray is definitely the brawn. He's all about freedom, you know? Just let it go. Yeah, baby! Let it all hang out!
Murray is like big and a brawler.
They
And the
definitely
muscle
rescued
of the
Murray in this
crew.
game.
Murray can lift these guys up above his head and toss them into flames or into the water or off of buildings and things like that.
Because Murray was the load in Sly 1. They rescued him into this game.
Murray wants to do things the way Sly would do them, but it's sort of Murray's version of that, and it's a little bit oafier. He's really trying to make himself really small, too, because, of course, he's got a lot to hide.
This is a universe in pantslessness. Hence, no pants. No pants.
Yeah, I don't wear pants. And I like to hang out with little furry animals.
That's what makes it so real. Just being themselves.
Wow.
This game, we really wanted it a lot more to be about doing something rather than just going somewhere. And as a result, one of the things we really focused on this game was to really work on the AI.
Sly is able to handle different classes of enemies in the game, and it tends to be that the ones that are dangerous to him walk the streets and are patrolling and guarding the areas.
The guards are just more intelligent and more sophisticated.
They are.
Which makes getting from point A to point B in the world both unique and interesting for every player who goes through it. No two players will have the same experience traveling through the Sly world.
When we get a level from the 3D modelers, we have a lot of communication between them during the process of when it's being built before it's handed off. And basically we have a great foundation to work with because you need a good 3D foundation to put the maps on.
For us, the environments, we really wanted to make them beautiful and interesting, but never more important than Sly. Not just artistically, but also game-wise, they should be fun to play in. Very jungle gym. They should feel very stealthy. You should feel when you're playing in these worlds, I can't believe I'm getting to do this.
You and the rest of the Klaww
You do some of them better than others, but they're all pretty good.
Let's dance! Here, I am king. Oh, it's tough being this tough.
You learn too much about the Klaww Gang.
Immortality is what I seek.
Dimitri is this lounge lizard who runs
Lounge
the
lizard.
nightclub.
He's a master
I
forger
just put that
slash
together.
counterfeiter.
Look, I'm sure that two cats in a bag like us.
Oh my god.
The coolest part about Dimitri is how he talks. English is his second language, and he learned all his English from watching hip-hop videos.
Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I mean to you?
Jean grew up poor on the streets of Calcutta. He turned to selling illegal spices. He's come up in the world and he's basically trying to buy his way into royalty. He's just a low-level street thug in rich robes.
All I see is a fat, pathetic weakling.
The Contessa is a creepy spider, an expert in hypnosis, and works for Interpol, the police agency.
She decides to open up this rehabilitation clinic for criminals. But wait, it's just a scam, because it's really a front so that she can hypnotize criminals into telling her where they've hidden their loot.
You're an ignorant child playing dress-up in his father's legacy. Oh, I know all about you and the Cooper clan. Oh.
Jean Bison was a prospector. He got buried in
It's
the
always fun
avalanche
watching
for
the
100+
faces behind the
years, and he's
voices.
thawed out. And he's decided that he's going to push back the wilderness.
He loves strip mining. He loves clear cutting of trees.
He's just a product of his time. He just happens to be living 100 years later. So his entire mission in life is to tame the West.
Well, 50,
As my
60
father
years
said,
later.
The only good fish is an eaten fish.
Arpeggio was a small flightless bird, and because he can't fly, he's completely enthralled with all the flying machines of Da Vinci.
When they said I was playing the parrot, I was kind of like, oh, they'll love it when I come walking in. Hi, I'm the parrot. 6'4" and very large man plays a little tiny crazy parrot. Arpeggio, eternal life, that's what I crave, eternal life.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome to Sucker Punch Productions.
Hello,
Are you recording? No, that's awful.
I think one of the real big strengths of Sucker Punch is it's a very creative team that tends to push themselves.
What's this for right here?
That is to make sure that Nate is working.
It's always been a collaborative effort all the way through the pipeline. And the pipeline is set up like that specifically so that everybody gets their chance to
This
inject
is way
themselves
more
into what
involved
they're
than a
doing.
typical one of these behind the scenes.
We've been really lucky in that we've just gotten really
Still a bit.
great
It's still
people
more of an
on board
advertising than behind the
to do
scenes,
the
but
kinds of
way
things that
more
we need to
involved
do
than it
making
usually is.
a really great game.
Well, we're crazy.
Actually, interesting, like useful information in this, unlike like the Ratchet and Clank ones that were just literally almost just ads.
Turtles, Sly Cooper 2 is the finest game you'll ever play this year.
Veteran pack.
Stop.
That was actually very informative. That was way more informative than the typical ones of those. And this was the credits, so we're just gonna skip this because we already have that. But thank you, Cooper Curse. I'll make sure to shout you out in the post for this video, since you helped give us the bonus content for the game. And that is that. We are done with Sly 2 Band of Thieves. And next week, I have gotten with Chris, and we are on to start The Quarry, the next in the line of games from Supermassive, the people who made Until Dawn. So we will start with that next week. For now, and then we finish that, we will go and do Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. And we'll play that. But for now, we are more or less done. This is my collection of Ratchet and Clank and Sly games. I dusting off for you so that A, I can show off, and B, to inform the public that this is not piracy. I legally own these games, which makes it not piracy. Especially when I'm not emulating them, I am playing them on official PS2 hardware. But aside from that, remember, as always, to wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, get your vaccines and your booster shots. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and all lives cannot matter until minority lives matter. Have a fantastic evening, and I will see all of you next week when we start The Quarry. Take care until then, y'all. Bye!